I have been so looking forward to recording this because we are talking about a very special, and I like to think of them as magical human design type, which is the projector. And that's not to say that not all types are special. We are all special. And the projectors are just very unique and magical in their own way. And I just got off of a call with one of my favorite projectors, which is Kelsey Carter, and she is my coach. And she just gives me such amazing guidance, and I feel so awesome after I have connected with her that I really love to record my episodes after speaking with her. And as I said, Kelsey is a projector. And projectors in BG5, which is the Business Institute of the International Human Design School, projectors are called advisors. And in quantum human design, which is Karen Curry Parker, they are called orchestrators. And I think those two words, advisors and orchestrators, give you some pretty good insight already about some of the projectors' very, very special gifts. And I am so blessed that I am surrounded by amazing projectors. And they're not that common of a type. So projectors are between probably 20-21% of the population. So they're not super rare, but they're also not very common. And I have a lot of them in my life, and I am so grateful for each and every one of you. You know who you are. And I want to share all about the projector type with everybody. So the orchestrators, the advisors, projectors, part of their overall bigger purpose in life is to guide energy. And they have this really unique big picture perspective that the other types don't really have access to. And they're able to see potential, and they're able to see energy and the way people are using their energy in a very unique way that really only that they can do. And the cool thing about the generator types, so generators and manifesting generators, which I'm a manifesting generator, and projectors, we have a very special relationship, and we need each other's. Generator types need projectors, projectors need generators. We need them to guide our vast reserves of energy, and they need that energy to guide. Now, back in episode 3, I talked a little bit in detail about the human design centers, and this is a big part of what makes our type. And generators and manifesting generators have a defined sacral center, and this is the center for workforce and life force energy. And we have consistent access to this energy, and it helps us be able to really work hard and do a lot of things. And projectors, all the other types, have this center undefined, actually, which means they don't have consistent access to the workforce and the life force energy. They are able to take it on, like receive it from other people and even amplify it, but they don't have consistent access to it. However, they have a unique way of being able to see this energy and to be able to guide it in an efficient way. And it's really, really beautiful. Guidance from projectors is just, it's such a valuable, valuable gift. So if you are not a projector, even if you are a projector, if you do not already have projectors in your life, I highly recommend that you connect with some, because they are super, super special and amazingly powerful in their own way. So the aura of the projector is focused and penetrating. And with this aura, they're really able to see deeply into other people in a way that no other type can. And they're able to sense the energy. They're able to see how people are using their energy. They're able to see the potential of that energy, and they're able to guide it in a really, really incredible way. Because of their aura, the aura type specifically has a big part to do with what the strategy of the type is. And a type strategy, or strategy in general, is how we best interact with life, and especially with the other types. And for the projector, who are these incredibly wise beings that have this amazing sense of guiding energy, their strategy is actually to wait for recognition and the invitation. And if this is your first time hearing this, you may feel like, wait, what do you mean, wait for the recognition and the invitation? I'm going to go deeper into why this is part of their strategy. because they see this innate wisdom, because they see potential, because they know the best way to do certain things, they're naturally going to want to share that information. And when they are invited, when they are recognized and that guidance is desired, it's incredibly impactful. When it is not asked for, it can feel really uncomfortable to the person receiving it. And it's, if you think this is true for anybody, for instance, if you share your opinion or your advice, it's usually best received when somebody's asked for it. Nobody likes unsolicited opinions and unsolicited advice. And then this does come into play with the projector strategy. Now, their aura is able to penetrate into other auras and see that energy. When this is not invited, it can feel really uncomfortable and even feel repelling to the other person. And sometimes when projectors are sharing their brilliant wisdom and it's not been asked for and it's not well received, they can even come across a little bit as bossy. So that waiting for the recognition and the invitation to guide those people that are the correct people for you really reduces resistance in the life of the projector. Now, projectors are guides here. They are able to really guide energy, and it's not for everybody. It is for their people. And one of the ways that projectors will know who their people are that they are meant to guide is because those people will recognize and invite them. And invitations are not necessarily going to be verbal invitations like, I invite you to this or this or this. They can be energetic. The projector will be able to maybe sense an openness and receptivity to the guidance. So learning to connect with that as a projector, is really important. Something else I was going to say. Oh, okay. The thing about the strategy and the recognition and the invitation, this is for the big things in life and also a lot about interacting with other people. So, say you want to do something new or start a business or start a website, you don't need to wait for somebody to invite you to do those things. But when you're guiding the energy of other people, it is best to wait for the recognition and the invitation. And then you get to decide if you want to accept that invitation based on your authority. Now, authorities I'm going to talk about them in a different episode, and they are not always type specific, which is why I'm not talking about them in each type. There are a few type specific authorities for projectors that only they can have. Again, I will cover them all in a separate episode. Projectors are actually, even though they're only 21% of the population, they're by far the most diverse of the human design types. There are 3 different kinds of projectors. We have energy projectors, and they have motor centers that drive energy defined in their chart. We have classic projectors. They do not have any motors. They will have other centers defined in their body graph. And then we have mental projectors. Mental projectors usually only have 1 or 2 or 3 of the top 3 centers. So the crown, the ajna, and the throat defined. They are extremely rare. I think it's maybe 1% of the population. But because, projectors, sometimes not all of them, but they can have a lot of openness. This is how they're able to receive a lot of information and energy about other people. So they are really super fascinating types and very diverse. They can actually have 5 different authorities. And the next closest type that is 3. So manifestors have 3 possible authorities. Projectors have 5. So projectors are very unique in their own type. We're all super unique based on our chart, but projectors are more unique in that sense. They're very different and super, super cool. So we talked about the strategy. I want to also talk a little bit about energy. So if you have heard or read about projectors before, there are some disempowering things out there about projectors. And, they say, well, they don't have as much energy and they need to rest a lot. And that can be true for some projectors because they do not have a defined sacral center. Their energy is not as consistent as 70% of the population. So that's your generators and your manifesting generators. They can amplify a lot of energy. They can also have defined energy centers, which would give them more energy. It is a good idea for them to build regular rest into their day, though, because it's an important part of releasing some of the other energies that they may have taken on. So rest is important. And this does come back to, we're going back to strategy and accepting invitations. Sometimes when there aren't a lot of invitations coming, it actually means that as a projector, you may need some more rest. And also you do want to really work on self-worth and value, because projectors that have a really good sense of self-worth and are well-rested and take really good care of themselves are some of the most compelling people around, and they really draw in invitations from everywhere. And it's also important to note that not all invitations are meant to be accepted. You'll know which ones are right for you based on your authority, and then you can accept those invitations. The signature and emotional themes of the projector, and these are emotions that will let you know if you are in alignment or if you are a little bit out of alignment. So bitterness. Bitterness for projectors comes up when they are sharing their brilliant wisdom and guidance with people that are not correct for them. And this is really, the people that didn't recognize you or didn't invite you. You shared something that you saw that was really helpful for them, but they didn't receive it like that. That can cause bitterness. So if you are noticing as a projector a lot of bitterness, and you want to check in with are you following your strategy? Are you sharing your brilliant wisdom just with the people that have recognized and invited you? Or are you sharing it all the time and it's landing on deaf ears? When a projector shares their brilliant guidance with people that haven't invited them, it is really a waste of energy. So it is really helpful to share with the right people for you. And sharing can just mean, when it comes to things like business, you can talk about the things that you are doing, and the people that are right for you will come to you and ask you to find out more about what you have available. The signature theme, when a projector is living in alignment, is success. They're going to feel really successful. They're going to be able to create success for other people and guiding their energy. Yeah. So really, really amazing beings. And I could talk about projectors for hours and hours and hours. They are really, really incredible. And I am so grateful for the amazing projectors in my life, but I will stop the episode there. And if you do want to know more about projectors, if you are a projector, if you love a projector, I am very shortly in the next week or two releasing my course called the Projector Deep Dive. And in this course, I'm going to go a lot deeper about how their aura works. I'm going to talk about all of the different variations of projectors and go deeper into what it means to be an energy projector, a classic projector, a mental projector, all the different authorities and decision-making styles, strengths and challenges, health, wealth, and relationship themes, and also contemplation, so that they can really deeply connect to their type and really get embodied in the experience of being a projector, because this is about embodiment. You can have all the information in the world, but if you're not actually embodying your type, it's not really going to serve you at all. And I will put a link in the show notes on where to find out more information, and once it's available, where you can purchase it. And this is going to be a living course, so that means I'm going to be adding modules over time. You have lifetime access. As I add modules, the price will go up. So whatever you purchase it at is going to be your price, what you get it for, and you will continue to receive more valuable content in that course. So thank you so much for joining me and learning about this incredible type. Thank you to all the incredible projectors out there. You are so valuable to me. I'm so grateful to have you in my life. And I will see you in the next episode.
That's it for today's episode. I know your time is important, and I'm so grateful you chose to spend it with me. It would mean the world to me if you engage with the episode by liking, subscribing, commenting, and letting me know any questions you have or what else you'd like to learn about. And the absolute best compliment is if you share with someone you think will benefit. It really helps me spread the message. Love and blessings to you.